Hello, everyone, and welcome to Inside the Majors. We are back. Sorry for the delay. My name is Matt Gelder, and I run Unorthodox Motorsports if you have not figured that out yet. But welcome to Inside the Majors. Welcome to any of the new people that have joined the Majors since the hiatus of the show. Welcome. They are just now getting finished up with practice. Only got a few seconds left, so let's get going. And gonna welcome our one and only bestest friend, Miss.
Hey Matt, how's it going? This should be interesting. Looks session. Yeah, it's been frustrating for me because I've made a couple of qualifying attempts already, and I can go into a session, ghost, and do a decent time, and then go into a real session, and I'm rubbish.
I feel yeah, I'm exactly the same way. Yeah. You can practice all you want, be perfect in practice, and you go down to actually go qualify, and it's something that changes. Something throws your mojo off, and you just can't compete at all.
Yeah, I've decided that the cars are just too fast for my reactions these days, and like one of my theories is that if I really nail a corner, I try to remember. I'm like trying to remember how I did that and just store it away. And by the time I've managed to do that, I'm already at the next corner, and then I screw that one up.
I'm a curb lover. I love curbs, and that's the biggest downfall with this car is you got to stay off the curbs. I keep wanting to drive this car like a GT car, and it doesn't work that way. So that's where my biggest thing is. It's like, okay, I have to stay off the curbs on most of these corners. There's a couple you can touch, but yeah, it's like bad curb. Curb is no. Don't touch curb.
Yeah, yeah. We've all had to completely relearn the track, haven't we? Because it's completely different in this car compared to the GTs that we normally race here.
Oh yeah, it's well, even coming from dirt where you want to be close to the berm as possible, and you have to like completely stay away from that concept in these cars. So it's kind of interesting. Um, any news that you want to fill us in on, or anything surprising or going on in behind the scenes since we've been offline for a little while?
No, we're gonna we're gonna we hopefully now we're going to run the podcast again. We've been a bit slack, or I've been a bit slack. I've had some technical problems and other problems. So we'll be back with a proper show on Sunday, and we're going to get most of that show. We'll get Mike to talk through the Major's Garage because that's the biggest change that's been going on.
Well,
But I'll
Sunday for
also,
you, Saturday for everybody else.
yeah, sorry, Sunday morning for me, Saturday evening for you guys. And I'll also start talking a little bit about the end of year Nürburgring 24 because we're getting pretty close to the time where people need to start thinking about that.
Oh yes, yeah, our 24-hour race. I've also heard that schedules are being worked on through a rumor mill.
They are, and we're getting pretty close to that. I'm not sure how much Mike would allow me to say, but there's some exciting stuff going on, and I think a lot of people will be very happy with the schedules and a couple of the tweaks that we've made to it.
That's good. Will Leslie asks if there's any big international names we need to keep an eye on.
Not that I can see so far. I'm hoping that no one from international turns up because I'm 10th at the moment, and if anyone turns up and sets even a half decent time, I'm going to get knocked out of the top 10.
Oh, so you pretty much are you going to start banning international drivers as soon as they start popping in?
Well, I am thinking about going into the session as a spectator and then just kicking people off as they join.
Oh, I'm sorry. You got a black flag. I don't know what that came up of. I
Yeah,
guess you have to
got booted
leave.
from the server. I've got no idea what happened there.
You heard it first, people. If you do anything bad, you might leave the server on accident. Well, for the times are pretty quick. Quinn is his fast is a 48.5. Lang's a 48.6. Warner's a 48.7. Pollock is a 48.9. So they're really quick.
Yeah, you need in the pro divisions, you need to be in the 47s to be really competitive. Probably low 47s. Some of the guys have been in the 46s, haven't they?
I've seen 46s. I've even heard a rumor of an unofficial 45. So I know it's probably possible, but it's gonna still be crazy.
I'd have to find a shortcut to even come close to that.
Oh, I hear you on that one too. I was like, yeah, I'll cut through here and cut through here. I'll just take all the back roads and I'll meet you guys back at start finish.
Yeah, so pole in Americas at the moment is 47.3. In Europe, it is 46.6
Wow.
by Dallas, and size in the 46s there as well. And in international, it is 46.7 by Scott Newton.
That's just crazy. You guys are insane. You guys need to slow down.
Yeah, they are. They really, really need to slow down. I'm 3 seconds, or two. Let me be kind to myself. I'm 2.5 seconds slower than Scott Newton. Now I should only be as just over a second slower than him because I've been down in the low 48s in practice, practice for Q. But yeah, that's just mad. Really, really mad.
I pulled off my best time last night in official practice with a Q setup. I ran a 49.1, and that's the fastest I've gone so far. So I was even proud of that. I'm like, man, how are these guys pulling off these times? It's crazy.
Yeah, talent and fast reactions.
It's called being young, I guess.
Yep, that certainly doesn't do any harm.
These young kids, I don't know what we're gonna do with them.
Yeah, I was chatting to Travis Walling the other day on the CC channels on the Majors Discord, and he said it's really tough. You have to you know it's a real challenge, your reaction times. And I said to him, try doing that in 40 years time, and then come back and talk to me about it.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I have the same conversations with him all the time. It's like, you're young, you don't understand what getting old is yet. So Mickey just ran a 47.7 his last lap. Marzov
Yeah,
is and a 47.9. Yeah.
That should comfortably put him in the top 10. He's already qualified. This is his second attempt. He already had a 47.9.
Well, he's already beat it by 2/10, and he's coming to just about to the end of this lap. So we'll see if he can pull it out anymore. Oh, he spun coming into the S's. Oh, he had a good lap going too. That's heartbreaking. But at least he bettered his time originally.
Yeah, and that will bump him up a couple of places. That'll put him fifth instead of seventh. So it helps him quite a bit. He's still got one more attempt though, because he's only completed 2 laps, so you'll have another go at it.
Yeah, he's on his out lap because he towed, so he's on his out, and then you'll have that his last attempt. Looks like Mark Stevenson, his best so far is a 48.9. He just pulled a 49.1. So it looks like he's going to be gunning for a little bit higher. I know Sportsman's getting really tight in points, getting down to the nitty gritty down here.
Yeah, I think in America's Sportsman, any kind of low 49 will probably give you a top 10. At the moment, the cutoff is 50.3, but even 6th place is 49.7. So I think a low 49 is more than good enough to lock in the top 10's place.
Yeah, if you can miraculously get a low 47, you'll be leading the thing. Because Jeff is at a 48.008, which is crazy. That little wheel spin. Oh, he just spun it. Yep. That's the trouble spot. The low speed S is coming back to the start finish.
Yes, I don't know how many times I've spun there. Yesterday, in my second qualifying attempt, I spun there on my 4th lap when I was 0.3 up, and I was so frustrated I just sat there and revved the engine for about a minute, hoping I'd blow the thing up.
Right. Yeah, it's either that or going into turn 1, the hairpin is like the two worst corners. It's like you either have to be really gentle in the throttle if you're using first gear, or in second gear, you just have to just bog it and pray that it doesn't rev up really fast and break tires loose. So right along with Dick Mueller, he ran a 48.1, just putting him so far 4th in the session, which is pretty good.
Yeah, and that will put him well inside the top 10 in international, in America's Pro. 48.1 gives him 5th place. Oh, not quite 6th place. There's already a 48.1. He's slightly slower than that. But he's got 2 more laps.
Yeah, hopefully I've seen him pick up a little bit more just watching him in practice, so I think he's got enough to gain the advantage here. Good exit coming out of the last corner. You might pull it out of here. 47.9 that lap. Holy crap.
Yep, that puts him clearing 5th.
Nice
He
run,
needs
Dave.
to find. Needs to find a 10th to jump up some more. If he finds a 10th, he goes up to 3rd.
He's really smooth. I don't doubt him for a sec that he would get it. Oh, we have a new man on the top of the leaderboard. Mr. Waring, a 47.1, his first lap out.
Yeah, well, that's pole in Americas at the moment. Provisional pole, anyway.
So he is the one that unofficially told me that he ran a 45 in practice. Unofficial practice.
Well, he's got a 45.8 in a P session, but of course the conditions there can be much better than qualifying.
Yeah. Yeah, he told me he did it under he ran one under Q weather just with a private practice, so we'll see if he can actually duplicate it.
He is very smooth, very smooth.
He wasn't happy with that lap. He just towed. Ran a 47.2, so he's thinking something's going on. We're gonna hop to Dawson Brock since he is one of the. He's already put a time in. He's around a 48.035, which is good enough for 5th in the session so far, and that was only his first lap.
Yeah, I think that's normal for Andrew because the fast guys are doing two runs of 1 or 2 laps. So he probably, if he knew he was down on that lap, he would have tried to stop before the end. Give himself two laps for the next run.
Dawson wasn't happy with his either, so he just did a tow back. He must have got a. Oh yeah, he got a.
He got an off track. Yeah.
It's like Andrew's back out, Dawson's back out. We got George Angus, Samuel Roush, and Lyndon Swaby on track also.
I wonder why Lyndon's running again, because he set a pretty decent time. He was 5th in America's Pro before this session. Maybe he thinks he can go faster.
Looks like it. He ran a 48.2 the first lap.
Yeah, well, he needs to do a 48. He's currently sitting on a 48.14, so he needs to improve on that a little bit to make this worthwhile.
Okay, catch back up with Andrew. He's back out. He's on his out lap still.
Udux cars are looking good this week, Matt. The
Yeah,
paint's on it.
Lynn did a really good job. They're really simple, but they stand out. I'm really proud of how Lynn did these ones.
We should have our paints ready by today, I think.
Oh, very nice.
Well, we're still running the old ones at the moment.
The old ones from last year, or just the ones from this year?
Yeah, no, the old ones from last year. Because we changed it to the brighter blue this year, so we have to redo them all.
Oh no. And I hate memorizing. I don't know what it is with European tracks, but I hate memorizing tracks with all the different names for the different corners.
I was brought up with it, so I know most of them. Apart from at the Nürburgring, there's way too many, and
I was gonna say, yeah.
They're too hard to pronounce as well, most of them.
Well, unless it's a carousel, I can just tell you, yeah, it's that one. If you go past this tree, that's it. Or you go past the sign. 46-7 for Andrew.
Okay, well that puts him clear in pole. Well clear. That's 0.6 faster than anyone else has gone.
Wow, that was crazy. That's crazy. Well, Lyndon pulled a 47-7 out of the hat. Puts him third in the session.
Yeah, and third on the list as it is, but it'll be fourth with Andrew's time. So it puts him back ahead of Dick.
Back exactly where he was, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Actually, no, I think he's improved a couple of places.
Well, let's keep an eye. We're going to keep an eye on Lyndon. Brock ran a 47-9. He should be on his fourth lap now. Samuel, his best lap so far is a 50.5, and he is on his last lap. George Angus, he is on his last lap. His fastest so far is a 51.2. That's putting him 22nd overall.
Yeah, I need to be racing against those guys.
George is our fun runner. He just comes to have fun and hang out with the guys. He puts his time in. He does a lot of stuff in his private time. So, but when he hangs around, he hangs around. He's a fun guy to hang out with. You guys should have a gentleman's league.
Yeah, and that's the way it should be. There's place for everyone in teams and in the series.
Oh, and he approved a 50.8. It's a pretty decent time.
Yeah.
Hop back to Lyndon on his finishing up his final lap. Actually, he just started his final lap, actually. Looks like a Mr. Challenger is attempting to make a qualifying attempt.
This will be interesting because I haven't seen Christian do any really quick times, but you never know with him.
I was gonna say you could technically call him an alien in most cars.
Yeah, we haven't really. He claims that he's not good in single seaters and a few other cars, but I've never really found one that he can't drive fast. You know, he might
he
not.
doesn't want to gloat. That's all it is. He just doesn't want to. He's one of those simple guys that he's just like, I'm just here to race.
Yeah, and I think he's also, he's that, but he's also a real perfectionist, and he knows, he could do better in some cars, and it frustrates him. He gets frustrated sometimes.
Which that's just driver. Every driver is going to get frustrated eventually. Just because he knows he can do better, but yet he's still trying to figure the car out. Wow, that's an old paint scheme. He's running the old satellite paint scheme still. In trading paints before you guys' stuff shows up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been an interesting year in pro in Americas, because if you just look at the wins column, Christian has really dominated it, but Travis and Steve have kept him really honest. If you look at the points situation, he's still not completely clear of them, which is amazing.
No, all it would take would be a race or two, a bad race or two, and they would be caught back up.
Yeah, he's won 7 rounds or something, but he's still only
it's crazy.
300 points ahead or something.
Well, even look at the team. The team championship is within. It's under 500 points now. What is it? 480.
Yeah. No, it's been real tight all year. We've had a bit of a lead, but we've never really, got properly clear of you.
Oh no, we're keeping you guys honest.
And that's good. It would be good to go into the last round with it still, with you still having a chance, a small one hopefully, but a chance.
Oh no! Oh yeah, we're gonna make you fight tooth and nail for him. Come on now. Challenger is on his first. Looks like we got Ian on track also. He ran a 49.2 his first lap, which is pretty decent. That put him 16th overall. He's coming down towards the end of his lap. We're going to see what he runs this lap. I'm assuming it should be better. He's looking pretty smooth so far. Missed Apex driver.
I should have joined in this week. I miss the Apexes pretty regularly.
That one was a little bit slower. That was a 49.9, so he must have had a little bobbles somewhere. Christian came through. John, I think he can stop worrying about his time. He ran a 47.3 his first lap.
Okay, so that jumps him up to second behind Andrew.
Looks like we got Steven Paulson just pulled out on track. Oh, Christian had it off. He just towed. He had an offer. He wasn't happy. He aborted partway through his lap.
Yeah, I think what most people are doing is they're going for it on their second flying lap, but if they're not up on their first lap, they just tow and give themselves 2 laps for the second run.
Right, not abuse the tires for all four.
Oh, I think the fast guys are definitely doing 2 runs with 1 or 2 laps in them.
Oh, Ian picked up a 42.243. It's a little bit faster than his fastest time so far. On his final pass lap. You're not the only one, Robert. You're not the only one. Like Challenger just came back out on try get some more time. Gonna see if we can beat Andrew. And Steve is on his first official flyer. And Mr. Warling has entered the server. Oh, Ian spun last corner. The trouble corner for these cars. He spun. Looked like he was going to do a pretty good lap, too. And that was his fourth lap, so he is officially done.
Yep, he's doing the same as I did. Just
Yep.
sit there in frustration and wheels.
Just blow it up. All right, Christian is on lap 3, since that was his out lap. Paulson's first time is a 50.8, which is pretty good, and it looks like he looped it probably at turn 1, because he immediately towed right after he crossed the finish line.
Really funny thing with these cars at this track is that the 2 corners that are the most challenging in the GT cars are Blanchimont and Eau Rouge, and they're no challenge at all in this car. You just go through it flat in 7th gear, don't you?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the crazy thing is like what you think would be difficult isn't difficult in these cars, but what you think would be super easy is you can't get these things to go straight or make the corner, no matter what you want to do. Christian improved his time to 46.9.
Yep, last shot now. But that safely puts him in the top 10, which is what this is really about. But
Right.
these guys do like having the bragging rights of having the fastest qualifying time.
Oh, little bobble. Jeez. Kept it going, though. Oh, made it through the final. Oh, little bobble at the final. Did we pick up any more time? Hair, 46.936. We picked up thousandths of a second. Mr. Paulson picked up a little bit of time. He ran at 50.6. He picked up 3/10 on that lap. Robert Covey and Travis are on track.
I'm just trying to work out where the cutoff is for America's Pro. I think because so Christian and Andrew Walling are 1 and 2. Waring. Damn, it's difficult to say those two names.
They're too close together. You're just missing an L.
Yeah, I think of them as the War Brothers. It's easier that way. So Andrew, Christian first and second, Justin third, Kevin fourth, Lyndon fifth, Jason sixth, Austin seventh, Dick eighth. So the people in danger, I think, are Brian Bennett with a 48.3 and Justin Morton with a 48.4.
That's crazy. The 48s are the ones that are in trouble.
I know. So if Travis does what we expect him to do, he'll bump Justin, I think.
And it looks like so far no internationals have shown up yet.
No, I'm trying not to think about it at the moment, but it doesn't look like.
We got Liam and a couple other people in here that are looking really hard at the standings, trying to figure out what's going on.
Did I miss Liam in that list?
No, Liam's in chat right now.
No, but Liam will be on that list as well. So it might be Brian Bennett that's on the bubble.
Looks like
Liam did 47s, wasn't he?
Liam ran a 48.062.
So he's ahead of Bennett then. So that, I think Liam will be 9th at the moment and Bennett will be 10th. So
it's close.
Travis will bump Brian, I think. But back to international, I'm really not that fussed about it. In some ways, I'd rather be bumped from the top 10 so I can start nearer the back of the grid.
Right.
But my
Travis
race
is
pace is pretty good. So
yeah, it's like it's not really. But the biggest thing is starting in the back. You have to worry about all if you have any issues back there. That's the problem. But you
that's
can have
right.
issues anywhere, so it doesn't. It's kind of a toss-up kind of thing. Travis's first lap was a 47.3.
I think that bumps Bennett.
Looks like Joey Hayes is back on track. He ran a couple laps and then took a break and decided to come back and try it again. Looks like Joey's on track, Travis is on track, got McGreevy's on track now, and it looks like Robert Covey's still on track, but he's had a couple of incidents, a couple off tracks, so he has not scored a time yet.
So McGreevy is a potential top 10.
And it looks like Mr. Callisto has just made it on track too.
And he's potential top 10 as well.
Yeah, so now it's getting interesting. Server time's counting down. We got less than 13 minutes, and everybody's starting to show up to party.
Liam will definitely be biting his nails now.
And Travis towed just before start finish. He was not. Looks like he's going to save his stuff for another run. Joey is on his final flyer. UDocs go away. It's a little hard when I'm hosting. Oh, Joey. Blowing the corner. Oh, there goes that final lap. He got a little bobbled, got up on the rumble strip, went through the dirt. We're gonna hang out with Mr. Callisto for a lap here, see what he can do. Jeez, Christian. In the race, I'm just gonna wait for everybody to crash when they RNG spin off a curb. Hey, I was giving you credit. You did a hell of a job. We put down a time of 48.8, which puts him 15th overall.
Yeah, he needs to find a lot of time to be in the top 10, though. He needs to find nearly a second. I think it's Liam on the bubble now with a 48 flat, which is scary.
Yeah. I can't believe the 48s are getting bumped. That's just crazy.
Not just the 48s, it's like low 48s are getting bumped.
Yeah. Well, it looks like Robert's having a little bit of issue. He's on his outlap. Well, he finishes that lap, so he is officially going now. Just put in his time, 51.8, and he is on his last lap so far. His first two were not recorded due to off tracks. Lionel just throwing down a 47.7.
So that bumps Liam then.
Two offs. Two offs and a spun lap on 3. Okay. At least you got some kind of a time recorded, Robert. I was gonna say we can't count out Kalisto. He's seems like he's a good all around racer. Doesn't matter what he's in. He's almost like he's almost like Christian.
Always.
Like you can't count him out of anything.
No, and remember some of these guys, you know, even if they don't race regularly in these cars regularly in official series, you know, Lionel's been running the majors since it started, so he's done at least 6 F1 races.
True. Yeah, and I know he's been in a bunch of leagues before that.
But yeah, he's a very consistent driver, Lionel.
Oh, just Bobble coming off that corner. He got on the curb a little bit.
Former champion of the majors, so
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't count him out no matter what. Travis for his second recorded lap, I should say, he ran a 47.2. Seven minutes remaining in the server.
well, it's interesting. It looks like Kalisto's only doing 1 run, so he's fueled up for 4 laps.
Yeah, the last lap that he had, he bobbled and he kind of gave up towards the end, but he didn't tow. He just kind of cruised and then just started his lap again.
Yeah, so Travis has just gone into the 46s.
Yeah, 46.9, which is third overall.
So in theory, Kalisto should be quicker these next 2 laps because he'll be slightly lighter on fuel.
.47.738, just a tick faster. Oh, little loose coming out of 1. Jeez. Hopefully he can gain that time back. And that lap was a little slower, so 47.738 for Lionel.
Yeah, that still gives him top 10 though, I think.
I think that bobble in turn one was what kind of killed that lap.
Yeah.
We got Brian on his last flyer. Fastest so far is that 48.7.
Yeah, he needs to improve a chunk. It's mad. 48.7 and he's nowhere even close to the top 10.
Yeah, you guys are too fast. Slow down. You're not allowed to use 7th gear. You're just allowed to use 6 now.
Wait, there's 7 gears in this car. Yeah,
is that what you've been doing wrong? You forgot the 7?
I wish.
Looks like Brian picked up a hair. He 48.750, so not very much, but he did pick up. He jumped to a 15th in session, which isn't bad. It's not as fast as the fast guys, but it's still not a bad time.
Should put him solidly in the top 20 in qualifying. So, you know, the big job now is to get into the top 26. So he's given himself a decent chance, I think.
And with just a little under 2 minutes, I don't think we're going to see anybody else. Unless somebody pops in and runs a super, not even if you run a super fast lap, because it'd be your warm up and it doesn't count.
Nope. As a few people have discovered this week.
Yeah, there's sometimes you got a heartbreak. It just kind of sucks.
Yeah, the problem is there's a difference between the way it works for open sessions and solo sessions. So people are more used to the open sessions where you can finish a lap, but in this you can't.
Right? Yeah, you got to be on. What, you have to be on your lap before the checker comes out to complete it?
Oh, you have to have finished your lap when the checker comes out.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah, because with the countdown, it'll cut your lap off no matter what.
Whereas with open sessions, as long as you start the lap before the ticks to 0, you get to finish it. And frustratingly, it does let you finish the lap. It just doesn't record it as a qualifying lap.
Yeah. So you get a practice lap in. Weight bop for the guys in the 46. No, they just can't use 7th gear. They're stuck to 6. And then they can't adjust gear ratios. We just need a 7-gear lockout. Well, John, is there anything that you are surprised to see with this Q session?
I don't think so. The people that are in the top 10 are pretty much the people that you would have expected, and it's close. So it should be a lot of fun. The top 10 shootout in the race session should be interesting as well.
Oh yeah, it'll be fun. So that's it for Inside the Majors. Thank you, John, for coming to hang out with me. So I'm not completely bored here by myself. So Saturday afternoon for the end of Q2 will be the next one, and Paul is running that one, I think.
Paul's going to be doing that one, and as I said earlier, we'll get Mike to talk about the Majors Garage. I'll talk about the Nürburgring 24, and I guess Mike and I will cover what's been happening in the stand-ins and what our predictions are for the rest of the year.
Cool. Sounds good. I'll be listening for that one. So Eric, thank you everybody for showing up. Appreciate it, and I'm calling it for this one. So see you guys Saturday afternoon, Sunday morning, wherever you are in the world, like everybody else. So see you guys later. Have a good one.
Thanks, Matt.